conspiracy theory that David De Gea will be signed from Manchester United. There's been no weakness, though, in the performance tonight of Keylor Navas, the Real Madrid keeper. No signs of change at half-time. It is a stronger bench for Real Madrid, with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Dani Ceballos, Asensio, who started the Champions League final last season. And you do look for where the power may come from with Barcelona. Their attacking players, Alcácer, Suarez, I suppose Sergio Roberto as well. They bring energy to the team, but not too many of them are the kind of players who can come on and do damage. And they do need additions to their creative department. Starts on Sunday, recommences. Back in the day, the players used to go through all sorts of fitness ordeals, but the modern way is to find match fitness by playing top-class exhibition games around the world. And this is the first of the trophy competitions. In Spain, there's Isco. He was offside.
I'm pretty sure both managers will be looking to freshen things up in the second half, to be mindful that they don't overplay players at this stage of the preparations for the season. Just caught offside there. It's interesting that Valverde has chosen to go with Alex Vidal. After Barcelona paid €40 million to bring in Nelson Semedo from Benfica.
Well, you can hear the whistles around the camp. I believe that is because Cristiano Ronaldo has just risen to his feet down on the bench. Ram comes across to take care of Deulofeu, who started the second half in the central position with Suarez out on the left wing, as Valverde just tries to loosen things up a little bit. Rakitic. Deulofeu. There he is, the pantomime villain. Will he come on in a puff of green smoke, I wonder, at some point? Suarez dropping a little bit deep and trying to draw the defenders out of their shell. Andres Iniesta. Now Lionel Messi holds off one, holds off two. Still got past Casemiro and pleads with the referee.
Well, it's not an angry Lionel Messi inquiring quizzically to the referee. Just outnumbered, isn't he, Varane with a decisive challenge. Ramos, Carvajal. I think they know by now that he is the danger player. Surrounded him whenever he gets the opportunity to get turned on the ball, face the goal, look to take the defence on.
That may be an incident which in a couple of years' time would go to the video assistant referee up in the grandstand. So take a long lingering look at that again. Of course, on the Barcelona team, they've got Deulofeu, whose goal in that experimental game counted, thanks to the assistant video referee, the VAR. Isco and Zamtiti. Marcelo. Ramos. Benzema. Very well marked by Jordi Alba. Nice step over from Carvajal. Forces off Deulofeu. It's a big ask of Deulofeu as well, because a lot of Evertonians telling me in his days at Goodison Park he was never really a 90-minute man. The number of times he was withdrawn towards the end of the match. He's having to put a shift in down this left-hand side. Tony Kroos with the corner. Keeps it well away from the keeper, but not Piqué. Busquets. Sharpest mind down there is Isco. Now Marcelo. PK! Never out of the headlines in a Clasico, but it's a negative headline for Gerard Piqué. Something he never wanted to do, and that is score for Real Madrid.
It's good decisive attacking play from Real Madrid. Both teams have had success with getting players into positions around the byline. Of course, no surprise to see Marcelo getting into that position. Nice pass from Isco. Just times the pass well. Isco takes it, the touch, and places it into the path for Marcelo. He knows if he hits it across in that position in the 6-yard box with a bit of power, it's going to cause the defenders all sorts of problems, and that's exactly what happens. To their pleasure. Real sees inside. Real Madrid go 1-0 ahead. First leg away from home. Always difficult for a defender there, isn't it? To try and get there, to try and stop the cross. Get something on it. Gerard Piqué flies into the back of his own net.
Well, it causes pain to every Barcelona supporter watching, but nothing compared to the pain of Gerard Piqué, who has the club crest tattooed to his heart. Delafeu. Darting run from Jordi Alba. Delafeu can't find him. Iniesta. Bit of an ask for Alex Vidal. Messi. Hasn't been a good few weeks, has it, for Gerard Piqué, with that mistimed tweet about Neymar not leaving the club. Now he's mistimed interception. Iniesta to Messi. Delafeu. Delafeu has an impossible position to fill. Those are the words of Zinedine Zidane, who said that Neymar was irreplaceable. Away goes Benzema. Bale points to where he'd like it. He's ahead of the action. It comes off Piqué again. Heart-in-mouth moment for Gerard Piqué.
Yeah, an attack there again. You feel Real Madrid possibly could have done better. Obviously, Isco with a provider of the pass to Marcelo. Good first touch. Gets it out of his feet. Drives it across goal. And deflection off of Gerard Piqué. Leaving Messi. You said the earlier challenge, and he gets away from him. Half-hearted appeal for a penalty from Messi.
Piqué. Normally the Rock looking a little porous at the moment. Brilliant from Suarez. And Delafeu keep up with him on this left-hand side. Suarez to Messi. May have been a foul. The referee tries to give the advantage to Barcelona. Backfires on Senor Bengochea. Marcelo. Not convinced that Marcelo was offside. Isco got out of the way then. Not a good moment for the referee. There's Rakitic. Now Messi. Caresses the ball to Rakitic. Flying down the right-hand side is Vidal. Carvajal steps over it. Chance for Delafeu. Oh, and it was 1 footstep away from Lionel Messi.
A good reaction from Barcelona to going a goal behind. It's not the pace in terms of tempo in attack. Vidal with the first cross. Initially to try and find Messi. Delafeu again.
Well, that's the moment he dreamed about all of his life, Gerard Delafeu, the Barcelona supporter who's made the first team in his first Clasico, a chance to score.
He's looking to pass it across the box, isn't it? Across the 6-yard box to Lionel Messi. Any attempt on goal with the power, with the curl, the right-footed player coming in from the left. Be more dangerous. It looks like he tries to pick out Lionel Messi, who couldn't get the touch.
Kovacic. Ramos.
We haven't seen Delafeu take on Danny Carvajal in particular, and he's had numerous opportunities to do exactly that. He looks nervous and apprehensive. It's a massive chance for him, massive opportunity. That's what he's good at. He's got that pace. He can drive and get at defenders, get the other side of the fullback. He's been reluctant to do that tonight.
Marcelo, so much space. Bends him up. Draws PK, puts it across. Carvajal! How did that not go in? A remarkable clearance. As Barcelona was so stretched. All the people leading the charge, it was Danny Carvajal. Barcelona looking shaky. You can sense the discontent around their home ground. Deulofeu. Toni Kroos. PK. Now Rakitic. Vidal on the outside. Rakitic tries to find Suarez. The referee judges a free kick for Barca.
So open a game though, isn't it? Real Madrid looking to try and finish the tie-off, going all out to try and get the second goal. They're going to get more opportunities. This was a really good opportunity. Does Benzema waste the opportunity though by, again, not getting his head up and picking out a teammate? Eventually he finds the route to Carvajal.
It was quite a remarkable clearance from Jordi Alba, who's left with two players to babysit.
It's a brilliant clearance because he's trying to occupy the centre of the goal. And once he goes past him, he reacts, turns, gets across. And it's a fantastic block to deny Carvajal. A little cutback from Isco was the best opportunity for Real Madrid though.
Is it Messi time? No, it's not. The wall is well built. Expensively built, but well built. Now Isco. Well, he is loving every minute of this Clásico, Isco.
And in fairness to the Barcelona supporters, as they're enjoying his performance, there's been 2 or 3 pieces of action which has had the crowd off their feet for a Real Madrid player.
I think he's still got his pet dog, Isco. And the name of the dog is Messi. He named it before he left Malaga. There's a touch of the Messi's about him tonight. Oh, look at that. Circus football from Marcelo. The referee not buying the foul. This is Busquets. PK. Deulofeu. Referee trying to let things flow, but we felt that Carvajal had been holding down Gerard Deulofeu. I don't need to say anything, do I? You can hear who's coming on. And Barcelona making their change as well. It's Karim Benzema. He's frequently taken out of the firing line. He's going to rest his legs, and Ronaldo will go into the centre forwards position. A warm welcome for Cristiano Ronaldo. Or is that fiery?
That's music to his ears. Yep.
Barcelona do have one vacant position in the starting 11. Last year they experimented with a number of players. Deulofeu was replaced by Denis Suarez. A former Manchester City man replacing a former Everton man.
Yep, and unfortunately for Deulofeu, didn't really make an impact in the game. I was going to say he didn't grab his opportunity.
Whisked away. Suarez! A necessary touch from Keylor Navas.
It's unrealistic, isn't it, to expect Deulofeu to be the replacement for Neymar. Suarez doing his best there to get the equaliser. It's Denis Suarez with the latest player to get a chance.
Iniesta. Denis Suarez. Casemiro.
Delivery to the far post. Carvajal complaining that he's pushed by Luis Suarez. I just think it's a aggressive play by the Barcelona striker.
Gareth Bale flies it in. Oh, it was Isco who came through the centre. Casemiro to Kovacic. Niggling little foul from Andres Iniesta. Varane. Carvajal. Marcelo on that far side, screaming that he wants the ball. Great ball. Ronaldo's quicker out of the blocks than beleaguered-looking Piqué. Here's Carvajal. And it's the rear of Cristiano Ronaldo who gets in the way of things.
He's been given a little bit longer than the 20 minutes he had against Manchester United. That was the plan from Zidane. 30 minutes tonight for Ronaldo. He's always in an offside position there. And again, looking to get behind the defence immediately. Benzema coming off, Ronaldo going up front. The Gareth Bale's been asked to play slightly wider. Let's drop into the right side of midfield position. This go on the left. A little sign that Real Madrid looking to tighten things up, just with the one-goal lead away from home.
Toni Kroos. Ronaldo. Fear in the hearts of Barcelona. Emergency action taken by Gerard Piqué. Well, he finished last season explosively, Cristiano Ronaldo, with 16 goals in his last 10 matches. The star of the Champions League final. Turns 33 next winter. His powers are not exactly waning as he reinvents himself. Piqué. Denis Suarez. Now Vidal. Weaves inside, and Suarez was offside, despite the complaints from the home supporters. It was a teasingly late flag by the assistant on the far side.
I think his left leg just strays into that offside position, doesn't it?
That's the downside of wearing luminous yellow boots, isn't it?
Close one, very close. Fantastic movement from Luis Suarez.
Apparently Neymar scored tonight for Paris Saint-Germain. He's history. And this is Denis Suarez. Messi. Now Iniesta. Messi. Rakitic. Inside, Marcelo, good run by Vidal. Recovery from Marcelo.
That's really good recovery. Helps him be as quick as Marcelo as well. And Suarez with the attempt at goal. Tipped over by Keylor Navas. Ball in behind the fullback. There's a problem for opponents against Barcelona. But Marcelo did really well to block the attempted cross.
Vidal's had it. Real Madrid's task is to keep Barcelona quiet. This is Suarez. Oh, for almost replicated The own goal at the other end of the field.
I thought it was in.
I was about to say at the end of that sentence, 22 Clásicos since Real Madrid kept a clean sheet against Barcelona. Casemiro. Lionel Messi wins a header. Rakitic. Good defending by Gareth Bale, and the referee assists Barcelona. Vidal stolen. Pocket picked by Marcelo. Now Cristiano Ronaldo. Stopped by Iniesta. Ronaldo digs in. Denis Suarez. Andres Iniesta. Busquets. Ramos. There are a lot of nervous defenders out there, just throwing their body on the line, hoping for the best.
I think you described it correctly, Rob. Just pinched there by Marcelo. No foul on Vidal.
Good tackle by Umtiti. Andres Iniesta slows the game down to the pace he likes. Rakitic. Now Messi. Kovacic stands off him. Messi goes round Casemiro. Now Denis Suarez. Blocked by Carvajal.
They're coming together in the penalty area between Ramos and Luis Suarez. Off the ball. It was a swipe, it was a kick off the ball. Both have got away with it, it appears.
That out. There's Vidal. There's a weak shot from Alex Vidal. He's been given a chance to establish himself under the new management tonight. It's like a little tweak for
He doesn't know where to hold.
No, it doesn't.
I think it's cramped. Crashes into the challenge, he's holding his thigh, he's holding his calf, he's stretching out as if he's got a touch of cramp. We'll see Sergio Roberto play. Will it be right back? Will it be in midfield?
Well, you would imagine that he would come on for Alex Vidal on the right side of defence. He's such a versatile player, but
sense, I think, doesn't it? Well, number 8, 20 is that for Asensio?
They put up number 8. Toni Kroos came across, but he's the messenger, I think, to Kovacic, and it's going to be Asensio who comes on. Amidst the confusion down on the shop floor. And it is Andres Iniesta who is going to be given a break. Need to use him sparingly. And Sergio Roberto has an opportunity to stake a claim for a midfield position. Well, Asensio was the breakthrough player of last season for Real Madrid. Kept his place at the end of the season, and Gareth Bale had to be content with playing as a sub in the Champions League final. There's Suarez, stopped by Carvajal.
He has the courage at the moment, doesn't he, Suarez? Denis Suarez to take on Carvajal. I just don't know if I was reluctant to.
Great ball. On the end of it, Messi. Smart save from Keylor Navas. Suarez goes low. Ramos won't give up the chase. It's a grappling match between those two. A world-class striker against one of the world's great defenders.
He does this so well, doesn't he, Suarez? Doesn't give things up. Uses his power. Barges his way through at times.
So many corners for Barcelona. Can they make one count? Swerved in by Messi. All bases covered for the Real Madrid defence. It's an interesting point you made at half-time when you looked at the Real Madrid bench. They have lost a lot of experience with James and Pepe moving on in the summer. Has cleared some pegs in the changing room. But they do have a lot of youngsters coming through, like Ceballos and Theo Hernandez, Asensio. Replacing proven talent with promising talent. It's a reversal of a few years ago as well, isn't it? Where Barcelona are going to have to invest to appease the supporters. Gareth Bale's cross! He knew exactly what picture he wanted to see on the front pages of the sports dailies tomorrow, Cristiano Ronaldo.
It would have been typical, wouldn't it? The overhead scissors kick.
You didn't want to tap him.
The bicycle kick from Ronaldo. Just gets the contact wrong, just comes off his shin. Doesn't hit the target. That's Graham Rakitic. Never coming together.
Toni Kroos, Carvajal. And Titi. There's Asensio. Isco. Ronaldo, brilliant ball. Marcelo joins in the party. Ter Stegen standing strong. Becoming far more entertaining as the superstar's legs are tiring. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo's offside. Hold the celebrations, Cristiano.
Not a massive protest, but he's just inquiring as to whether he... Again, so close, isn't it? Where's the steal? Where is the ball? When is it played forward? Standing in an offside position. And Titi drops deeper. That is so close. Wouldn't be much good as a video assistant referee there, would I?
You get a few stabs.
Can't commit on that one.
Well, you, like the assistant down on the touchline below, had to make an instant judgment without the aid of the rocking and rolling replays. This is Suarez, Denis Suarez. And you can see his namesake, Louis, is not too happy with that finish. Marcelo. Bale goes early. The legs of Gareth Bale are looking particularly heavy, aren't they? You have to bear in mind, he didn't start any of the last 9 games of last season. You know, when he played in the Classico in April, he lasted only 39 minutes on his comeback. He's the consummate professional, but he can put the miles in the valleys and around the capital and on the treadmill. It's a little bit different when you're down there on the lush surface of the Camp Nou. And of course, the Bernabeu on Wednesday. Messi. Which knocks the head of Varane. Then Suarez stands his ground. He's got a chance. Oh, Busquets. The goal was open, and he's wishing that the ground would open up. Keeper had slipped. Nobody there to stop him. And he squanders the opportunity to equalise.
It's the defensive midfield player, isn't it? Getting forward. Trying to get the equaliser for Barcelona. There's no excuse. He has the talent. He should be scoring.
Well, there's another angle for you, Terry. That's
offside.
There we go. We found one eventually.
10 minutes
justified late. It, yeah.
I know he doesn't score many goals from that range, though. A player of his quality, Barcelona should be on level terms.
Vidal. Here's the goal in the night in Catalonia. Teased up. PK can only help it on. Retrieved by Luis Suarez. Alva's the stay-at-home defender. Vidal. Easy for Marcelo. Was there a slight handball there by Rakitic? Not seen by the referee. Messi! Brilliant save! Brilliant second save from Keylor Navas. Oh, that would have been a controversial moment. This is Luis Suarez looking for Lionel Messi. Messi tries to go through the legs. Luis Suarez is there. And the referee has a big decision to make as there's a collision between Keylor Navas and Suarez. And the delegation of Real Madrid is falling on the deaf ears of Senor Bengochea. In years to come, they'll look to a man in the stand to make this decision. The referee has to go with his instincts and what his assistant, who's blinded on the far side, tells him. Did Suarez ride that? Was he anticipating it?
Well, Suarez gets the first touch. He's anticipating the contact. He's on his way down. I think there is contact from Keylor Navas. Navas throws himself full length. Suarez gets the first touch. He does catch his ankle. It's one of those where experienced strikers, gamesmanship, they leave their leg dangling. They hope there's contact from the goalkeeper. Suarez knows he's not going to get the attempt on goal. He's been driven away from the goal. It's going to go off for a goal kick. And they just hope the goalkeeper lunges in, makes some sort of contact. And then the referee has a decision to make. It's gone in Barcelona's favour.
Terry Gibson, paid-up member of the Strikers Union. The goalkeeper's out there will be saying that he made the most of it.
Oh, he definitely made the most of it. He leaves his leg at the angle where if Navas is going to touch it, it's going to bring him down.
Lionel Messi in the Clásico extends his record of scoring in this magical fixture. Messi on the spot. 1-1. And Messi off the mark for the season.
He makes no mistake, does he? It hasn't always been the case with Messi from the penalty spot. He seems to be improving. Much more reliable than he was 2 or 3 seasons ago. Finally struck that into the bottom corner.
Titi leaves the ball. There's a good shout there from Ter Stegen. There's a little bit of a fallout. Titi's giving Marcel a little jab in the ribs there. All discipline has gone out of the game. Adds to the entertainment. Here goes Lionel Messi. Real Madrid trying to chase Messi. Teases the ball through. Suarez. Oh. And Denis Suarez was one stride away from putting Barcelona ahead.
Well, it's exciting stuff now, isn't it? Messi, absolutely wonderful. Runs from the halfway line. Makes the taking on defenders look so easy. Suarez was offside when Messi plays that wide. The assistant referee's flag does go up. It wouldn't have counted. This is where Ramos just throws Suarez around. Not so sure there's any injury. Well, I'm pretty sure there's no injury to Luis Suarez. I wasn't sure the referee had given the penalty. It was one of those yellow card that had came out. I wasn't sure it was going to be for a dive for Suarez or a penalty.
Ronaldo, easy for Ter Stegen. If you rewind the game back far enough, of course there was the handball a little bit further back in the run-up to the incident. And of course, we didn't have a chance to show you the 2 tremendous saves as well from Keylor Navas. Lionel Messi seems to be finding energy. He finds Suarez. Little step over. Rakitic joins him. Brilliant tackle from Dani Carvajal. Here's Isco. Has Cristiano Ronaldo still got the legs? Yes, look at him fly. Moves inside Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! He's in good shape.
That's typical, absolutely brilliant. Turning defence into attack, Real Madrid, in the blink of an eye. And you wondered whether Ronaldo still had the pace to get away from Gerard Piqué. He did. And he's just waiting. You know exactly what he's going to do. Takes the touch. Here we see Barcelona in the attack. Rakitic misses the chance to take on the shot. And immediately Real Madrid break. Ronaldo into Isco, return pass. And from here, it's a clear sight on goal for Ronaldo as it cuts inside on his right foot. The power, the accuracy, right into the top corner to Stegen at full length. What did you say, 3 days, 4 days training? He certainly doesn't need any work on his finishing. 30 minutes he was given tonight by Zidane, 10 minutes longer than against Manchester United, and it hasn't taken him long to get on the sheet.
He's still getting in shape for the season. He's only had 3 practice sessions. I think he's been following the scientists and the fitness gurus' recommendations. Puts us all to... He should be booked for that. Exposing himself, shouldn't he? Taking the shirt off. Gareth Bale, tired, comes off. Given 10 minutes break. Vasquez, the ever-willing substitute, comes on. He played 50 games last year. Lucas Vasquez, 30 of them as a replacement. But Bale will be kept fresh for Wednesday night. Not a lot of recovery time. Has the drama finished at the Camp Nou? I think not. A lot of hype about transfers in the summer. This is a game that needs no hype. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. He goes nose to turf. He's got a penalty. Oh no! He thought he had a penalty. Behind you, Cristiano. He was booked for taking his shirt off, and now he's being booked in the eyes of the referee for taking a dive.
And then we do see a quite significant push by Ronaldo on the referee. It's been action-packed, hasn't it? He came on with 60 minutes gone. A bit of everything from Ronaldo.
Well, 2 yellow cards and a goal. He thought he'd won the penalty. He turned around and Titi certainly made a contact with him. Ronaldo's legs gave way. He may argue in his defence that his momentum took him over.
Well, he will argue in his defence. I think there's sufficient contact there from Titi, who doesn't make any contact with the ball. Ronaldo is goal side of the Barcelona defender. There's a push on the back, and you see the push from Ronaldo on the referee. Might be a further issue as well.
Was it 3 minutes between his sensational goal, getting booked for taking his shirt off? We were joking about that. And then the referee, I think he had his card in his pocket before Cristiano Ronaldo did make contact with him. What a cameo appearance that has been by Cristiano Ronaldo.
The replay there, and you break it down, I think the initial contact from Titi is outside the box.
Well, this is a game that divides supporters. 2 players who divide supporters as well. Messi and Ronaldo both on the score sheet. Ronaldo dismissed. 10-man Real Madrid.
Whichever way you look at that, Rob, I don't think it's a dive from Ronaldo. I think he's knocked off balance by Titi. Certainly don't think it was a clear attempt to dive and con the referee.
Vasquez. Nice 1-2. Here's Isco. Busquets. Isco just slows things down. Carvajal and Busquets, who are Spain international teammates, of course. I guess they're not roommates when they travel together. And certainly won't be in the future. Referee hasn't blown the whistle. Play continues amid the schoolboy squabbling. Denis Suarez to Leon-Al-Maushi. Bypasses two in midfield. A camera above the ground tries to keep up with Messi. So do the defenders. Suarez puts it back in there. Suarez, 1-2 with Messi. What a game of football this is. El Clasico, quality.
They had a pulse in the first half, but in the second half it's really kicked on. It's going to be controversial. We've had a bit of everything, haven't we? Not sure how Caceres is annoyed, who he's irritated with. At the moment, the players don't need many reasons or excuses, do they? Suarez and Messi trying to combine to allow Suarez to take on the right-footed finish. Busquets for the challenge and Carvajal. Both players annoyed after that situation. Welcome to the Clasico, Ernesto Valverde.
The coolest head in the house. It's all new to him. Valverde. He's the man who led Athletic Bilbao to the Super Cup against Barcelona 2 years ago. Athletic Bilbao's first trophy in 31 years. That's when Luis Enrique experimented with his team in the first leg up in Basque country. No experimentation from either coach tonight. Trying to pick what's strongest for them. It's Alvaro's offside. This is a hastily arranged disciplinary panel between now and Wednesday. I guess Cristiano Ronaldo is going to miss the second leg.
I'm not sure what the consequences are. We know that Luka Modric isn't available tonight after a suspension picked up for 3 yellow cards
3 years ago,
2014. I did read somewhere that any sendings off and cautions in this game go towards the league games as opposed to future Super Cup matches. Remember the
I think Real Madrid might be disputing that.
They're going to have a look at the push as well from Ronaldo on the official as well, after he showed Ronaldo that the second yellow. It's a penalty, a free kick just outside the box. It's debatable. I certainly don't think it was a dive from Ronaldo.
And Suarez? I'll give you a moment to think about it. Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
No, I always look at the goalkeeper. Why commit yourself? Why throw yourself full length in? Defenders try not to do that in that situation. Once you go to ground, there has to be an element of thought from the goalkeeper that he gets out, he blocks the shot, he doesn't throw himself into Luis Suarez in that situation and give Suarez the chance to leave his leg out, dangling to the right.
It's the final 3 minutes of the first leg of the Supercopa. Sergio Roberto across the face of goal. Toni Kroos. Now Marcelo. Remember, it was Ramos who was sent off when these sides met back in April. So it's Cristiano Ronaldo. We've had 18 red cards in the last 29 matches between the two teams. Of the 18, 13 have been to Real Madrid.
20 minutes, he had a spectacular attempt from an overhead kick. Scored an unbelievable goal. Looks full of running, looks sharp. We barely mentioned, have we, that the first yellow card. I mean, I think we all know that Ronaldo has a half-decent body. Taking the shirt off, invited the first yellow card offence.
The players are in no doubt about it, are they? They've exposed themselves, for want of a better expression.
On average, he gets 50 goals a season. He would pick up loads of suspensions if he does that on every goal that he scores. So he knows better than that. He just couldn't resist the temptation. Scoring a goal against Barcelona in the Nou Camp. What a wonderful strike it was. It well proved to be the winner in the first leg.
Sergio Roberto. Suarez. Jordi Alba. Roberto. Vidal. Busquets. Alba. Umtiti. Messi steps over. Suarez tries to go through Carvajal. Dogged defending by Vasquez. Vasquez has support from Asensio, but not quite the dynamic run of Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, but he gets the finish of Ronaldo! Well, last season a star was born in Asensio, and this young man is something special. A Classico goal for Marco Asensio. Only 21 years of age. Take a note of that name, you're going to hear a lot of it in the next decade or so.
He's almost demanding now that Zidane includes him in the starting 11. He is that good. 21 years of age, getting better and better. And at this moment in time, he deserves to be up amongst the elite. He's not a youngster looking to get minutes and play here and there. He has the quality, the ability to be truly world-class. That's a fantastic strike.
It's a very similar run and a very similar finish, okay, with the other foot, to Cristiano Ronaldo.
And again, he's a bright player. He pulls off, peels up into the space. He knows that Barcelona are committing players into attack to try and get an equaliser. He's an intelligent player. He's got pace, fantastic skill, can finish. He's got a lot. Absolutely fantastic player.
Well, a lot of the Barcelona supporters heading for the gangways. Almost midnight when Asensio struck. People have asked why Real Madrid haven't bought a Galactico. That's because they have one in their midst in Marco Asensio. He's the star of the under-21s in the summer. He and Dani Ceballos. He's written his name in the history books here. This is Marcelo. Lazy cross from Busquets. PK's up there as well. So many talking points in this game. You think about that chance as well for Busquets, that open goal that he didn't score.
There's no doubt that Real Madrid deserved the win. I think they look the far tidier of the teams. Really efficient in front of goal. It's better to come from Barcelona.
Well, I think this is not just bad news for Barcelona, but I think it's bad news for supporters of Dortmund and Liverpool as well, because I think they're going to have to accelerate their plans to reinvest the Neymar money. Barcelona are lacking dimensions beyond Suarez and Leon-Al-Maushi tonight. They were short in midfield last year. They can no longer rely on Andres Iniesta. He was withdrawn in the midst of the second half. They need some talent. Ball is played in. Big stretch from Sergio Ramos. Piqué, another one of the big players tonight, the man who started the scoring, an own goal after 49 minutes. Suarez, out by Carvajal. Victory complete on the night for Real Madrid, but it all goes back to the Bernabeu on Wednesday. A losing start for Valverde, the first Barcelona coach to lose his first official game since Luis Aragonés a couple of decades ago. Lionel Messi on the score sheet, but not a winner tonight. He was outshone by Cristiano Ronaldo's goal, then Ronaldo getting dismissed. In the end, it was Asensio scored a cracking goal as well. Nothing friendly about this.